Last week, we talked about some shows that were in development for TRN throughout its run. But with Gameshow Direct coming up in less than a week, we're going to reuse this idea and we're going to talk about the shows that were announced at Gameshow Direct in 2021, which was the last one, but are still yet to have aired anywhere. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a Roblox Game Show community discussion. The recurring series on the channel where we talk about the Roblox Game Show community and everything that goes on inside it, with some analysis from someone who has over 5 years of experience in developing and producing shows for groups like TOF, TRN, etc. This week we're talking about Game Show Direct, the annual event where groups come up and present their shows and what they are, and update us on what they're doing. As everyone already knows, this year's Game Show Direct is coming up next Saturday, and I will be analysing all of the big announcements the day after. So if you're interested in that, make sure you're subscribed down there, because I will be analysing all the big announcements and talk about the big winners on the night. But this week we're talking about the shows that were announced but are still yet to air. There were a total of 10 of these shows, and they are all, and for clarity purposes, they're Roblox. They're not YouTube or Discord exclusives. They were all slated to be on Roblox, and they all are varying, and they were all mentioned in either passing or officially a little bit at Game Show Direct. So with that, let's get on with it. Let's Make a Deal on CBS Day was a special episode of Let's Make a Deal. That's meant to happen on CBS Day, which in itself was a special event that was supposed to contain Roblox adaptations of the two daytime CBS game shows, The Price is Right, which would be run by GCW, and Let's Make a Deal, which would have been run by TOF in collaboration with GCW. CBS Day would have been the first time in 2021 that Let's Make a Deal would be produced in TOF and would have been hosted by Johnny Zillion, with Kirk Jeremy in a management and production role. However, when CBS Day rolled around on July 18th, The Price is Right aired as usual. There was no issues with The Price is Right. It aired as planned, without any faults, to my knowledge. But no references to Let's Make a Deal was made. There wasn't a show announcement, there wasn't an update from staff or anything. And I can validate, and I've validated this on the TOF Discord to confirm it. There is no announcement. It might have been deleted though, so you don't know. But yeah, what happened is the next question, and it's quite a simple answer. Much like The Price is Right, Let's Make a Deal goes through a lot more production and development than other shows in the community. Let's Make a Deal requires having to actually have a script, a proper full-on bloated script, because the way they need to set up songs and stories for why they're giving away each prize. It's a lot more intricate than everyone thinks. Hence why you don't generally tend to see Let's Make a Deal be done in the community so much. But as a result, basically it means that Let's Make a Deal ends up taking a lot longer to develop. And TOF only aired 3 episodes since January 1st. This would have been the 4th, but yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised to say that as a result of the fact that it takes a lot of time to develop it, plus there's been no real general announcement about Let's Make a Deal since CBS Day, it's safe to presume that TOF has probably cancelled it permanently for the time being. I may be wrong. They may bring it back. You never know. But yeah. Jeopardy was also a show announced by TOF at the event. This would have aired as part of a weekly pact with GCW's Wheel of Fortune. An update is set based on the 30th anniversary. I can't remember who did this. I think it was a combination of Kobe and Wise. I think I wasn't able to find it in my research, but I think it's one of them. Quirk Jeremy again would have been on in a production role. He was the one who made the announcement of Jeopardy. He also confirmed that Uncharted Dimensions was going to host it in the top portion of Gameshow Direct that year. And he also confirmed that it would air by the end of summer. That did not happen though, and nothing has been said about the show since November 2021. It appeared, I'm pretty sure it appeared in the list when the TOF did their climate survey. Adapted from the first Michael Barrymore series in the UK, Strike It Lucky would have been a TGP series, produced and developed by Mike McCabe. A host was never announced for it, though rumour has it that it would have been Shadelight Run, on the fact that he hosted the TOF run in 2017 and 2018, and also the fact that he was also providing music, as confirmed by Mike in a post in March 2022. Though I could be wrong. You never know with these things. But Mike did reiterate that he was planning on airing it. It was still planned to air in 2022, but has not made any updates since. People may argue that it may be unfair to group all these announcements together. But then again, Delirious ended up merging with TOF, and no one has actually explicitly updated any of the announcements to say they're coming on to TOF or anything. So it's pretty much a case where we don't know what's happened, but 3 shows were announced at Gameshow Direct by Delirious. Danger Case, or Deal or No Deal Danger Case, which was a modified version of Deal or No Deal with 4 extra cases holding strikes. Finding multiple strikes will result in a player leaving with nothing. Or in other words, single player prize fight with the option to bail. There's also a box 23 element to it in that after you made your deal or you collected your case, you could basically open a box to double or half your money. It was said to be, it was in development by Christo or Geo or it goes by so many names, and it was produced in association with TGP. No announcement has been made since. However, I'd have presumed that with TOF with TOF already having a Deal or No Deal, assumptions may be made that it may have not survived the merge. Building Masters was the original format to be produced by Gio Guerrero 12, who is also the owner of TOF. It's essentially a build-off in the vein of similar competitions like the Great British Bake Off, in that a group of players would build something to a category named by the hosts or the judges. They get judged on it, and the winner is the person who builds it the best thing in that category. Again, not much has been said since. However, I presume it probably may air still at some point in the near future. Spin-off, developed by multiple developers and producers. In fact, this developer list is actually one of the longest ones I've ever seen for one show in the community and not special events. Include multiple members of the community, quite a lot. But yeah, Spin-off was an adaptation of the Wii Party game of the same name. Players would spin a giant wheel to win or lose cash or coins and take part in or whatever, and then they'll take part in mini games to determine the turn order. Again, no one knows the current position of the group of any of the shows, but Delirious would end up being folded into TOF within a year of Gameshow Direct. And at the time of recording, it is presumed that all 3 shows that had just been mentioned have not been picked up by TOF post-merger. "1000 Heartbeats" was planned to be presented by Real Man Like Jay, who is also the owner of Horizon, and developed by Wise. It was slated to premiere in the summer of 2021 with a top prize of 250 Robux on TOF. but ended up being placed on indefinite hiatus by Wise on the 4th of September 2021 due to a lack of time to complete the development, because it was quite a large project. Wise would end up commenting almost a year, about 8 months later, in July 2022, and said on the possibility of 1,000 heartbeats being done on Roblox, saying, he said that, and I quote, "It doesn't really work on Roblox." Most likely meaning the show will probably not air at all on TOF, generally speaking. Topopoli was announced by Quirk Jeremy at Gameshow Direct, but he refused to spill any of the details, and it subsequently has went quiet, and no one has known anything about it since. It's now presumed to be a cancelled project. Shark Tank was a co-production between TOF and Delirious. The show would have seen members of the community pitching their projects to known developers in the community to potentially get picked up. The announcement on the night was made with an exclusive announcement paired with it of the 4 sharks, which were Armin from APS, Prime from GCW, and Wise and JT from TOF. However, this ended up being the final bit of info we get for Shark Tank. Its current status is unknown. And finally, we have Chain Reaction, which is the only show on GCW announced on the night which did not air. We don't know what era it was going to be. We did not know who was producing or hosting it. We only knew that it was going to air by the end of the summer, in start of August, September. However, it's presumed that when GCW announced when it was going to announce it was closed, the show was not ready to air. So as a result, they decided not to continue with development, especially as GCW was basically closing its doors out. Those 10 shows were all announced. They are all still yet to air. Some of them I think, and some other people may think are cancelled. We don't know though. For all we know, they could come back up any day of the week and basically, be announced and start airing. But at the time of recording, that's it. These are the 10 shows. It's going to be really interesting to see if we have a similar number of shows next week at Gameshow Direct. If we see a similar number be announced and then placed onto the back burner again. However, we don't know yet, and I guess we'll have to wait and see. That's all we have time for this week. Thank you ever so much for watching. Next week's episode will be the analysis of this year's Gameshow Direct. My thoughts on the shows that might do well, the ones that might not air, and who the winners and losers are on the night. In addition, Really Boobic Game Shows are back from this Tuesday. You can check back on the channel from Tuesday on YouTube, or you can attend the shows Monday to Thursday night on Roblox. We're here we're on for the next 2 weeks. But again, thank you ever so much for watching. Stay safe. See you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.